Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. We are so lucky we get Greg Dickerson for a fourth and fun topic. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great, Michael. Good to see you.
Hey, I'm just going to throw a topic out there just to see where you're at, just for fun. This is not something we normally do, but let's have some fun with it. I'm sure you've heard the news that Elon Musk was planning to buy Twitter, and then I think it was last week or this weekend, he said, no, thank you. He's walking away. What do you think of this Twitter saga? What do you think Elon's long-term plan is? You know, where do you think this thing goes? Just curious what your thoughts are.
Yeah. Hey, enable my share screen because I'll show you something while we're talking about it. I just found something that's pretty funny.
It is
so here's what I think about it right here. And it's right from Elon Musk's mouth, right? First, they said I couldn't buy Twitter. Then they wouldn't disclose bot info. Now they want to force me to buy Twitter in court. Now they have to disclose bot info in court. So Elon Musk, look at him right here, you know,
he's playing chess.
He's having fun. So, you know, at the end of the day, when you do a deal with the richest man in the world, you need to, you know, understand a couple of things. Number one, you know, they can pay you a lot of money to go away. Number two, they can generally outlast you in court and spend you into oblivion. So
yeah,
Twitter doesn't have enough cash flow to compete with Elon Musk in court. The question is, how far does Elon want to take it? And, you know, what's he really up to? So there's two schools of thought. One, you know, he is serious about it and he's just trying to get a better deal. Or two, it was all just a joke and he got caught, you know, and he was called out on his little joke and now he's kind of stuck trying to get out of it. So,
yeah,
you know, those are the two schools of thought there.
Yeah, kind of, because now we're here, right? We're at a pivot point. You know, both Musk and Twitter have a choice, in my opinion. Like you said, option one is Elon realized he overpaid. 54.20 or whatever it was overpaid, and now, as he's learned more, clearly is overpaid. So he's going to cancel to get a better price. Absolutely could be happening. Totally. The second one is, you know, Twitter has a choice. They can either try to force this to happen with court, and like you say, I've talked to a couple of attorneys and they said, Michael, best case, it's 5 years. And I'm looking at Twitter's balance sheet, looking at their cash position, looking at their probably their ad collection going down because they've been exposed. I don't think they survive 5 years. So that doesn't feel like a great option. But they do have another option. They could basically flip the middle finger to Musk and just attack it. They've been exposed. They're bloated. They've given unrealistic comp to employees that don't do anything. Again, these are all exposed with Musk's findings, but they could use this as a rallying point if they wanted. It depends on what they want to do. Do they want to be injured or do they want to fight? And everything I've seen from them is they're going to act injured, which is just sad because they could use this as a rallying point and go forward. And then the last thing, this is crazy. I didn't even think of this. As you know, Elon Musk sold, I don't know, pick a number, $3 billion in Tesla stock to basically help fund Twitter. I heard somebody say, and I had never even thought about this, Elon Musk said he was going to buy Twitter just so he could liquidate Tesla so he can have more cash, but he didn't want to sell Tesla to raise cash. Otherwise the stock would go down. I was like, wow, that's kind of a perverted roundabout way to sell Tesla shares, pretend you're going to buy something else. Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you never know what he's really up to and what's going on. I think he's just, like he said, sitting on the toilet tweeting. He's like, I'm going to buy Twitter. And now he's stuck, you know, but we don't know what his contract looks like, you know, any of that kind of stuff. And, you know, again, Twitter's going to try to do a money grab, but, you know, at the end of the day, they're going to sit down. They're going to say, you know, how much money this is going to cost, how much time this is going to take, and focus. Do we really want to go down this road against the richest man in the world?
And oh, by the way, you didn't want the deal anyway. You didn't want him to be a part of it. So why fight him?
No, they just want the money now. They don't want him to buy it. They want to get him, you know, for breach of contract and, you know, whatever. But again, like you said, that's years and years and years and litigation. And, you know, the attorneys, you know, they get some nice fees off.
Yeah, the attorneys will get paid.
Yeah, they're of course they're going to say we can win, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can win eventually.
Yeah. And Musk, you know, he put a tweet out not too long ago. He was looking for a pit bull attorney that, you know,
yeah, I think
isn't afraid to fight. Remember that whole thing?
I do.
Submit, you know, your qualifications. That was really funny. So
yeah,
he's having a ball with all this, you know, just like he did with Dogecoin and Joe Rogan. And, you know, it's Elon Musk, right? I mean, he has the liberty and the luxury of doing whatever he wants. He didn't care.
Yeah, he's an odd duck, that one. But yeah, I think that meme is perfect. He's gonna get Twitter to put it on record in court. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, but again, the moral of the story here is if you do a deal with, you know, the richest guy that you know, or the billionaires or whatever, understand what kind of position that puts you in. A lot of people say, oh, I want some, wealthy billionaire to back me in my deals. You need to really think about that.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. It's really funny you bring that up, because one of my experiences, I was employee 13 at a software company. And at the time, we were courting Walmart, right? So I was employee 13. There was probably 40 employees, maybe 35 at the time, most of them engineers, a couple of sales guys like me. And we were courting Walmart, and we had a company-wide meeting, which again at the time was 40 people or whatever. And we basically decided to walk away, because even if we won, we would have lost, because our software would have become Walmart customized, which would have only served Walmart and nobody else. So you're absolutely right. Sometimes when you get these big dollar signs in front of you, you got to realize there's a deep, dark downside. So I'm really glad that we walked in that deal, way back when, because we would have had a different outcome if we tried to keep Walmart happy, and we would have pissed off all our other clients probably. So it's fun to think.
Well, here's the other thing. So, Musk, you look at a deal like Twitter. I don't even remember what he was paying now, but what is the difference now? He's saying it's worth 54 billion less or something.
Yeah. Well, again, I think he agreed to pay 54.20 a share, but now it's trading at like $34. So that's 40% off.
Okay. So he could spend another 20 billion driving the price down to $10 a share and scoop it all up for nothing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what you got to think when you're dealing with, somebody at that level with that kind of resource. I mean, he could spend $10 billion, $1 billion, whatever.
Yeah.
Twitter can't spend against him in a lawsuit. And then what happens to your stock when all of the things get disclosed about the company that he's talking about?
Yeah, you don't want that on record. Yeah.
Nobody knows about what happens to the share price. And then, he comes right in and just scoops it up for half of what he's even off, could buy it for now. Yeah. So that could be you tick him off, and he could be like, okay. And he put that post up. I want an attorney that's going to go after, like they're at war, of these issues that I'm dealing with. He didn't say Twitter. But you get the right attorney, that's smart enough, and you get it, it has unlimited funding behind you. Yeah, you can drive Twitter into bankruptcy.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. The Twitter CEO and board of directors. I find it a negligence, frankly. Something else I read on Twitter or on Elon Musk's post is there are people on the board of Twitter who don't have Twitter accounts. Talk about fiduciary duty and being a criminal negligence. That is nuts.
Is it, or is it smart?
I think it's nuts. I would think a board of directors of an account would be a user of the account. At least pay someone to post tweets under your name.
But they know this platform.
It's garbage. Yeah. I'm going to take my $1 million a year or whatever it pays. This is hilarious. But yeah, I think your point is right. When you get into bed with the richest man of the year or ever, you need to realize that who's got the power, and it ain't you. So
Right. It's kind of like everybody uses those narratives, of all the billionaires and Elon Musk, buying Bitcoin, right? Hey, Elon Musk bought Bitcoin, so you should too. Well, Elon Musk can lose everything he spent and it won't feel it.
I won't feel it. Yeah, but that's crazy. Well, this has been a fun conversation. Just plucked it out of the media. So I appreciate you, Greg. Where can people find you?
Yeah, gregdickerson.com. That's where all my info is. Go check it out.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you.